Hello there, Zakynthos here. This is part 2, a continuation of our playthrough that we started on Friday. So let's get into it. Just bear with me. Okay. Just bear with me. And okay, let's get into it. It's a journey.
Oh, I just remembered.
No, it's alright.
I really better go. Thank you.
Good luck.
And I've got no clothes, so doesn't matter.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems. Greetings.
Okay. B and C, okay, yeah. What do you do? Get into the wedding party with your B and C. Let's go here, let's go to that.
some clothes on. You can't just go walking about like this.
Aye. Right away.
My God, where are your clothes?
Sorry. I've been having a bit of a rough patch lately.
Okay, don't worry about that. Shit.
You'd better pay me compensation, you blackguard. Well, what's it gonna be?
Easy.
Let's take him in.
Are you deaf? Yield! What are you waiting for? Surrender immediately!
Really?
Last chance to surrender peacefully.
Easy now. I surrender.
Ah! Here you are! I know where you were trying to break into. Around here, you have to pay for such foolish ideas.
I can't pay. I don't have enough money.
In that case, the pillory awaits.
I'm sure that looks strange, but I can explain.
I'm listening.
I was just having a closer look at the lock.
A closer look.
I just wanted to see how it works. It's, quite interesting.
I reckon you were more interested in what's hiding behind it.
No, of course not. Why would I?
Because you wanted to get inside and rob the place. Do you think I'm a fool? I'm not falling for your tricks.
Take me away.
Now show me what you've got. Let's see if you have anything stolen on you.
All right. Have a look then.
All right then. I don't see anything else suspicious. You won't avoid punishment. Let's go. I'll lock you up in the pillory until you rot.
thumbs are all sore. Ah, what a disgrace.
What, all the way down there? You've got to be kidding me, right?
A bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy. I feel quite hungry.
So what we're doing here is we're going to find a way into the party.
Money! This is a robbery!
Please, I...
Fuck!
Someone! Ah!
You swine!
Oh shit.
I'm all yours.
Try again. No, load game. Yes, bear with me. Just What's it called? Kingdom Come. Yeah, that's it. Sorry about that. What's this?
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
So we'll head for what's PI tipster?
Was machst du? Raus, du Bastard! Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Doesn't it bother you?
Walking round here like some kind of animal.
Well, it does, but I had no choice. Sorry.
Yeah, so we'll head down there. And how far away is it? We're there, so...
Shit!
I can put the clothes on,
My
can I?
God, where are your clothes?
Yeah, good question. I think I've got them on. Oh, there you go. I've got clothes now. See? I didn't even know. They gave... Oh, so I had my clothes on me all the time. Alright. it's gonna. I don't even have any money. Don't even know. Oh my god. How do you find out? So this is the blacksmith. Talk.
What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
So, if we go to the journal. Untrack the quest. Okay, so he said they're inside. So this guy will tell me how to get into that wedding, but I've got to help him build a sword, so let's go inside here. Can I get inside? There's wood here. Where would the iron be? Maybe in here? Just bear with me. No, that's okay. No worries. Oh, the iron must be down here. Is that it? Start blacksmithing, hang on. Hunting sword, description.
To it. I want to see how you'll fare. Have you taken what you need from the chest yet? Stop faffing about and get the things from the chest.
Yeah, but where is the chest? Is that it?
Are you going to get started then?
this map is... Find materials for forging. Ah, isto de ela malaca, aí fui esqueci. Fuck. Blue trespass.
What is this racket here? What are you doing here?
Oh. Oh, here it is. Yeah, see. Start forging. So, you go here. There you go. We have everything we need. Steel, scrap metal, fastening material, craft.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up, like poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellow. God's wound, Henry. What are you waiting for? Heat it up. You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
Straw yellow you want.
See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. Christ, look, we just tried this. Just poke it back and forth, and heat up the whole sword. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more. but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Move it. You're standing there like a fence post. You call this working? It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Get a move on. I'd like to get some other things done today. Bloody hell. What's the hold up?
Shut up.
I'd like to get some other things done today. Get a move on. I'd like to get some other things done today. Get a move on. I'd like to get some other things done today. Henry, stop gaping into the fire like a fortune teller and heat it up. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Besides the spark, you can tell a good strike by the sound of it. That's the ring you want.
I'm gonna kill you with this sword, motherfucker.
Sparks. That's the stuff. Sparks are flying nicely. Sparks are flying nicely. taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. Some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it? Keep on whistling. Make sure you keep up the tempo. Right. Very nice. I see you now. Keep on rhythm. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Build it.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What's the whistling for?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. What do you need? Hurry up! I don't have all day. It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semine and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semine that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Truskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semine.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semine wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semine's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right, I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them. Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to know?
All right, I'm on my way.
Time's wasting. Run along.
There's a couple more things I'd like to ask about smithing.
Ask away.
Thanks. That's all I need to know. I'd like you to teach me something.
For a few groschen, it's no problem. What are you interested in?
I need repair.
Would you repair a few things for me?
But you see, I don't have the coin, do I? Down there. Got a hunting sword here, haven't I? I can only do one. Alright, no worries. Might as well save it, eh? No, you can't save. Okay, this is my bed, eh? Leather apron? Oh, is this mine? Really? Found. Can I use this? Transfer all items. No direct hunter's belt. Oh, excellent, and I've got the combination of the... Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's go to sleep and save it. W? Game saved. So we have to head down there. Blacksmith. Blacksmith Radovan's car. So we are headed forward down there. Yeah. Yes, I'm heading for this. Head to Samin. I have to find the wagon that's gone missing. It's a bit of a walk, but we'll get there. how far away are we? Oh, right there. There's no... Better hide from these guys.
What?
Oh, no. Just walk away from them. Let's avoid confrontation. It's a beautiful looking game, isn't it? Yeah. And you've got the codex as well, so... Yeah, the codex is beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. This is so... Yeah, the graphics are gorgeous as well. I've got a 2160p monitor here. NVIDIA RTX 4070 supercards. So if I had access to a horse, that's the thing, I don't... So how far away are we? Oh, we're getting somewhere, gee. So bear with us, we'll get there. I discovered a nest. Where? No, it doesn't matter. Sheep. Oh, wow. Yes, I have to look for the missing cart or find out what happened to them. Oh, we've arrived, have we? Oh yeah, we have two, there you go. I'll remove the checkpoint. Actually, so this is Samin. Maybe this guy will tell us.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Samin, there you go. So. Awesome. Might read this later on. I'm looking for a cart.
I'm looking for the Takoff blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding, and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still a while till the wedding, but them gents is already getting into the swing of things.
Okay. And the reason we need to get into the wedding is because the Lord is there and we have to give him a message. Okay, so let's go.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you frae. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. Prepare to fight.
Show the swine!
What?
What are you doing? Beating him!
I'm all yours. Whack ya!
Someone better hold me back. Show the swine.
Fuck you! You won't be able to take another one like that.
To the stocks with him!
Come on. Oh, you wee bastard!
In the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, Gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
It sounds quite dangerous. Wouldn't it be better if I stayed in the kitchen, here? I think I smell cakes.
Aye, stay here and stuff your face. I'd just like to know what you think will happen if we don't find Radovan's hands.
I don't know. But even if I go with you, there's no guarantee we'll find them.
Maybe not, but one thing you should know. Lord Sameen ain't in the best humour, but he's a fair man who appreciates a bit of effort.
All right then.
I'm glad we understand each other. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above! And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
Could I borrow a horse?
You got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. This Yurko and his mates, who are they?
They're Lord Sameen's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now, you can't be very bright.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Seming? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Sameen's grandpa gave me. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my gnarly club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, well, win an argument. I broke many a hard skull with it, and it's still in one piece. We've been together so long, we even share the same name.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Berghoff will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Berghoff will be at the wedding,
It was highlighted.
and I need to
that's why
speak with
clicked
him.
it again, bro.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
So the game is saved. Can't steal it. So we'll check the journal. So we're here. We start. This is the main quest, and then the side quests. I did this one: get into the wedding party with the help of the blacksmith. The blacksmith told me to look for the cart. So the main quests lead to the side quest. So you have to do some of the side quests anyway. So here it's got Lord Samin and his Captain Gnarly will wait for me in the courtyard first thing in the morning. Then we'll go and search for the hands together. Search for the cart. You can rob, but you don't want to get caught.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
God be with you.
What did I do to you?
Let's go up here. No. So they said you have to go to the barn. So if we go, press M. See, and this is the thing, you may not be aware of it. If I open, you can get in trouble for trespassing. So I better not. So let's find this barn.
My God. Oh, well.
Is this the barn?
God be with you, my friend.
Well, good day.
Yeah, they all look like barns, that's the thing.
It still hurt.
Actually, I know it is. The blue, so you have to look for the blue shield. No, it's not on here though. Where's the blue? It doesn't show up on the road. I reckon this is the barn. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hang on. It said something here. Sleep. Yeah, there you go. So this is out. Sleep and save, see? Discovered horse trader here, so alright. Sleep. Sleep and save. Yeah, let's have a good sleep. Because we'll get more health even though we use up food. There we go. Game saved. And, it's so dark in here, isn't it? How do you get out of here?
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
In the courtyard, so I have to meet them in the courtyard. Are they here? Might talk to him.
What? Once wasn't it enough for you?
More than enough. There's something I wanted to ask about.
That's good. I didn't want to scrap with you again anyway.
You've got quite an unusual accent. Where are you from?
Can't you tell? From Znaimor in Moravia. Lovely country. All vineyards and bonny lasses.
Well, you don't like it here?
You see any vineyards and bonny lasses here? The locks are broad, alright. They didn't exactly lift your spirits, but more the other way around.
You're related to the Semines, if I understood right.
Aye. I wouldn't be here otherwise. My great-grandmother married young Lord Semine's great-uncle. It's not every day that your, first cousin, once removed, gets married.
You're a long way from Moravia. You must hold Lord Semine in high esteem.
My pa holds all his kin in high esteem, so he sends us all over the place. But we didn't have all far to go. We were at a wedding in Rottenburg last week, a wee bit from Yichlava. Before that, it was a bairn's christening at Koschenberg, and another wedding in Dalchin. Then a friendly visit to our kin, the Shellbergs in Kuhlberg. That's all I mind. I haven't been home for 6 months, and I didn't care.
I need something to eat.
See, these are horses, see? So where's the courtyard?
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
Yeah. there or not. If you get caught locked, you get in trouble like I did. And I had to reload the game.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
Yeah, the courtyard is here, so... inspect the horse. Stamina, capacity, speed, yeah, okay, courage. That's a housemaid.
I could go for something to eat now.
King himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand.
Which king would that be?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
Told me.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Oh, they're the hired hand. You're in a private area, shit. You can't, and that's the thing, you get in trouble.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
So where are they? I'll just look up on the internet. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Lord. Lord Samin and his captain in the...
I need something to eat.
Let's see, hang on. Oh, meet them in the courtyard, yeah, okay. So,
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
So... Yeah, but it doesn't.
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
Keep close to the others. It's not safe.
Bear with me,
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
So apparently, he's supposed to show up here, right next to this horse. There's another horse on the other side, is there? There's two more horses. But these are outside, don't bother with that one. Go to sleep again. Yeah, we'll go to sleep again. You can't sleep anymore. I reckon that'll do the trick. Yeah, there you go. See, meeting Gnarly Lord Sermon in the courtyard. There you go. So...
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
There you go, there he is. What a beautiful graphics. Let's go.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
I feel quite hungry.
Searching, sir. If they drove out of town and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
I'll say it for you. Henry got his arse kicked. You know Yurka's as strong as an ox.
And why wouldn't he be, with all he eats and drinks? But what can we do with you, Henry, if even a drunken Moravian brawler can beat you? We could get into all sorts of tricky situations along the way.
That's true, Henry. But there's something we can do about that. I think Lord Sameen here could teach you a thing or two.
Yeah. What do you say, youngster? Fancy a bit of training?
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
I need something to eat.
Alright, so we'll eat something. But I've still got it here. An apple? Eat.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
It's a wonder you're still standing.
What do you say, son?
Whew. You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
I feel quite hungry.
So what are we doing now? So we're continuing the trip.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. Don't worry about losing, lad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky. A silent stranger. Well, well.
I pressed one when I was too. Yeah, so it's very realistic, this game.
I feel quite hungry.
They won't give you a horse. You have to earn it.
Don't cause any trouble.
Got it?
Actually, bear with me, I'll be right back. I'll just open the window in my bedroom. Yeah, sorry about that. Ow, gee, my shoulder as well. Fuck. So let's walk up to him. Eventually we successfully make the trust module.
So, we're in Troskovitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
That's what I like to hear. Now run along.
I feel quite hungry.
Okay, so... I was tasked with speaking to the bailiff. Talk to the bailiff. Okay, so... If we go to the map... That's there. Alright, so it's in here. Yeah, the graphics are beautiful. Am I going the wrong way here? I have to go this way. Right.
Keep the peace and we won't have any problems.
New codex entry, medieval literature, see? There's a lot of stuff if you want to read. Yeah, so... We're in the right area.
Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Where would the bailiff be? Unless it's upstairs. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's pointing upstairs, so...
I should go back. Otherwise Lord Semine and the captain will leave me behind.
Greetings to you too.
It's definitely upstairs. sleep? Yeah, why not? How long do you want to sleep for?
Here he is!
Ah, here you are. You're that bastard who's been snooping around on other people's property. I'll have none of that. You'll pay a fine, and then you'll show me what you've stolen.
What the fuck, man?
How dare you accuse me like that? Like some ordinary peasant. Do you have any idea who I am?
Oh, I apologise, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
Everything is in its place. Thank God.
What are you supposed to do? Where is he? That's what I don't understand. Where's the bailiff? Right, let's get help again.
Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
So I'm looking at a video on YouTube to see, but this looks like a different area. No, this is going to spoil the game for me. There we go, that's equipped. I don't know, I just don't know. Well, the compass points to here, but if you come in here, you're in a private area, see? I don't know if you can help me out here, man. What to do? I don't know.
Leave me be, lad.
I feel quite hungry.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
I don't know. I don't know. You're in a private area, so. Is this him? The bailiff? No, it's a scribe.
My God! Why are you all covered in blood? What do you want?
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachov. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right. No need to lose your temper. I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Where did Brunswick's armor come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built Trusky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I don't understand.
Don't worry too much about it. It's just an old wives' tale. And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armor of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, and died on his way back to his king. Specifically, while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armor to the king.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armor. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armor here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight, each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
And what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called No came to the island to hunt. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup. So it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom. But the lion took care of that.
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armour?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armour, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
Hang on, though. How come you never went looking for that armour yourself? Don't tell me you wouldn't be interested in such a valuable item.
What? Me? Go chasing around this bandit-infested land after some riddle? No thanks. Besides, God alone knows the truth behind it. It's said Sir Chenyek quarrelled with the king over the armour, but some fishwife might have made the whole thing up. And you won't find me betting my life on such a slim chance.
Then how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone. Behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock. A subtle niche, yet deeper still. A place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armour gleaming still.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armour, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armour, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now go.
I really need to eat something.
Oh, you can't be serious.
You didn't want to go with us, so don't bother me now.
You fucking idiot. Huh.
Oof, I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Yeah, right, no. Oh, forget it. Now, look, thanks for watching, but just you go around in circles. Thanks, everyone.